So hello guys, let me introduce you Storylus, a permissionless protocol. That's an L3 optimistic Ethereum history indexer. That's a bit complicated, but stay with me. The problem that we wanted to tackle is that at the moment, smart contracts can only access the latest 256 blocks, which represents a small amount of data, and there's no native way to access the historical state of Ethereum in a trustless way. And that might be a problem for some use cases like DeFi gaming or airdrops, because you might want to confirm the ownership of a specific asset on an app chain. You might want to prove a specific usage of a protocol. You might want to do a lot of things that are not possible in a trustless way at the moment. And the solution that we came up with is to give smart contract access to all that Ethereum historical data using storage proof that are able to prove the Ethereum chain of block. And to do that, what we did is we built a live protocol that's live on Arbitrum Sepolia and Stylus. And what that protocol does is that it uses an L3 and the state root of that L3 on the L1 to give consumers access to the historical data of the Ethereum with storage proof. We also have a links to the contracts and the documentation if you want to take a look. And we also built a dApp that showcase a use case with that protocol. So how it works. I'll destructure it in 3 different parts. So the first one is we have to push the L1 block header to the L3 in a trustless way. So we can do that with bridges from L1 to L2 to L3. And at the end, on the L3, we have a contract that's an L1 history prover that will store that block header. And then what we can do is from that block header, we can extract the parent hash of the previous block. And then we can fill recursively all the blocks of the historical data. And we built a small bot that's able to do that. And then when you're done with that, what you can do is you can have consumers, maybe out layer 2s like Optimism, Starknet, and whatever, and they can access through the L1, through the state up rollup of the L3, all that historical data, and then they can bring proofs, and with storage proof, we can validate if what they want to attest is right. So the demo, basically to capture the flag, the NFT game, that's basically intended to see who is going to have the most transaction during the EthDenver period on the Ethereum Sepolia testnet. And of course, it's more than 256 blocks. So what we want to achieve, sorry. And that's a small dApp to be built, so it's live if you want to try it. And basically, how it works, to showcase a bit of what's possible. So the dApp is going to bring the proof of the existence of a specific block, and then the proof of the existence of a specific transaction in that block. So the dApp is going to provide this to a consumer, which is a contract, that then can access on the layer 1 the L3 state rollup, and then using storage proof with that L1 historical data, it can prove if what they want to attest is right. In our case, it was the number of takes transactions during that time period. The stack that we used, so we use Arbitrum Stylus and Rust for the prover on the L3 and the bot that can fill all that L1 data. We use Solidity and Arbitrum Nitro for the consumer, which is a claimer contract, and a specific lib that can recover a signer from the TX. And we also built a contract, NFTs, frontend, and a small lib using Foundry, Vim, and Ethers if you want to check it out. Now, if you want to go further with Storylus, what you could do is you can exploit the computation capacity of Storylus, and you might want to do advanced features like aggregation. And one thing that you can think about is the graph API, basically, but fully on-chain. So that will be a pretty good idea. Here are some feedbacks for all the mentors that helped us. So we wanted to bring some technical feedback on what was hard for us and what was easy for us to implement, if you want to check it out. In conclusion, for us, it was a long trip coming from Paris, but we really enjoyed the vibe here in Denver. And I think we are pretty proud of what we delivered in 1 week. We were kind of tired, so we might need a break from that. But we enjoyed our stay here, specifically the NBA, because we're a big fan of basketball. And I hope we'll see you guys next year. We want to come here and do even better. So thank you guys.